Hello Internet, welcome back to our ToME series. In the last episode we started clearing out the sandworm layer, and that's kind of where we still are. We're going to continue through here, hopefully without too much interference from massive enemies that will ruin our lives. Oh, really? So dumb. Let's use our portal to move this way and get out of there. Very nearly died in the very first second of the game. What is this thing? Life tap. Oh, we can suck life from our golem. Why don't we do that? Let's just see how much it hurts him. Kind of a lot. About half his health. Yeah, let's rest and we'll give this a go again. Maybe a little less stupidly. Don't know why it's been taking so long for us to rest. Rested for 100 turns. Why? It's so long. We didn't need to rest for 100 turns. Okay, let's follow this guy. Where are you going? Where you going, little one? We'll head up this way. Oh, sandworm lair. Hate you. Hate you so much. My own stupidity. I hate you. I think we'll take a break in this pocket. I didn't want to, but we kind of delayed a couple turns. Dragon's breath corrodes my eyes. It tears flesh from my skin. Okay, yeah, if you want to read that, you can. We're going to... I mean, I guess we had plenty of time to follow him. But we'll just hang out, I guess, since we can't rest. Here you go. Great. Follow this one. Yeah, just don't like the dynamics of this dungeon. Gets really in my face and ruins me, frankly. Please stop swapping positions with him. I want him to just go a direction. Okay, we need to find the downstairs. Hopefully it wasn't back in that pocket we just came from, because I've already forgotten kind of whether it was or not. Hopefully it was not. Okay, more area, but not a downstairs. Okay, created Vined Mind Star. Okay, why don't we open this chest? We'll go ahead and we'll rest until we're healed, and we'll have the golem pop this thing open. Whew, quite a lot of you. None of you are named though, so it's really not that big of a deal. Swap back to our main character, and we killed everything in one hit. Wonderful. You know, I'm realizing more and more how hard it is to give commentary in ToME. Man, I really wish someone would... Oh, here we go. It's hard to give commentary in ToME. It just seems like there's so much I have to think about. Let's swap to following this guy, because I think we want to kind of go northeast. Looks like there's one over here. Of course, we're going to take damage. I really wish... Come on. Okay. I guess he didn't go down. I guess he just continued east. Yeah, I don't know where to go. And it's not great to not know where to go. Really can't stress enough how much I hate this. Okay, anyway, commentary. Yes. It is hard to make commentary in this game. Let's rest. Is it because our health regen is so slow? Is that why it's taking so long? Because on Troman, he had incredible health regen and we do not. I bet you that's what it is. Because it went up very slowly there while we were resting. Bone staff. Yeah, I think we just go down. This should be the last level. Fingers crossed. Anything we want, wild and few. No. No. Okay. Nope. There just seems like there's so much more I have to think about in ToME than in Cataclysm. When I play Cataclysm, you know, I've done it so much. There's our golem wandering off, so now he's going to get trapped and die. Oh, he's still kind of following us. Okay, he must have seen something. Looks like there's a pocket here. Maybe should not have walked into this, but that's okay. They went down like chumps, so that's not a big deal. Pick a direction, please. I guess we'll head south. We'll follow... they're both going to go the same way. Okay. We'll go follow this one, I guess. And, yeah. Like, I'm having to think about which direction I'm going. That's obvious. Oh, there's another level. We're just going to skip to the next level. I really don't want to continue messing with this stupid dungeon. I really dislike the dungeon. So we're just gonna jump down. I know that that's not the optimal way to do things. Honestly, we should be farming as much experience as possible because we've been dying so much, and every level brings us the chance of maybe we get another life. Plus, it makes us obviously more combat capable and whatnot. You were very scary. Can I hit you through the wall? Okay, that's a little unfair, but alright. There's another one. Oh, and you poisoned us. And it's following me? I don't know what to make of that. Where am I going? Okay. Yeah, like for instance, I'm trying to tell you how hard it is to play this game compared to Cataclysm. And yet, there's a pocket over here. Let's get inside the pocket as quickly as possible so we don't get collapsed upon. Yeah, Cataclysm I've played so much, and it's mostly a lot of downtime, you know, unless you're fighting a big horde of enemies. It's really not... Okay, stop doing this. Hit the heal, and then rest to get the cooldown back, which should be... Our resources were full that whole time. Why did it take so long? Maybe my golem was healing? Steel amulet, that is orange-pink-ish. This gives +6 physical, +4 spell, and +4 mental versus 0.19 spell energy alchemy. Oh, the electric alchemy, and gives us 10% light penetration. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have any points in energy alchemy, and we probably won't be putting any points into it anytime soon. So I don't think that that's good. I think that we want the saves instead, is the way I'm looking at that. Seems like that makes sense to me. Does that make sense to you? So I don't think we want to do that. We will open this chest. Again, we will swap to the golem. Yeah, unless you're fighting a horde, Cataclysm doesn't really require very much brain power. It's pretty straightforward, and you know, most situations you can just do whatever you want and it comes out and you work out just fine, you know? No big deal. But in this game, I find I have to think a lot more. You have to worry about cooldowns and your health and all kinds of stuff that slows you down. And I just, I mean, I gotta imagine we're gonna get a boss on this level. Why am I taking damage? Let's heal and let's bomb and we'll shock. Okay, I keep saying shock when I mean to staff, like I staff them. Okay, we're gonna hold off because this is collapsing. We'll wait for a new one. Yeah, it's just so much easier. Like in Cataclysm, my commentary, I've talked about my depression and PTSD. I've talked about friends I've had and girls I loved and stories I've written, and 193 physical damage, 212 physical damage. That's a lot of damage. Let's pop our free heal and let's back up. My fear is that we'll get stuck here. Yes, sure. We didn't hit anything. I'm blind. My fear is we'll get stuck here. Oh, you're the big boy. You're big bad mama graboid. Level 22, huh? How are you doing health-wise? 42? We're gonna heal him. 87% is better than 42%. Let's bomb the mama. Okay, I was hoping it would freeze them. Let's use this to kill the enemies close to us. 65%, 87%. And we'll start zapping. We need to get out of this corridor, however, because we are going to be collapsed on. Off balance hits me for 212 physical damage. Let's pop our free heal. We'll also pop our regen to hopefully tank those in the future. And we'll continue staffing in that direction. We didn't hit anything. Okay, quest updated. So the demonic soul releases a... What? Demonic soul? A burst of fire? Ah, okay. Quest updated means she's dead. Demonic soul. This thing? 15%. So it just works in our inventory. When you deal damage to do a burst of fire damage in a radius of 1 equal to your spell power. Deal damage equal to our spell power. That's not very much. What is our spell power? Like 30? Spell power, attack. Spell power is 38. Demonic soul releases a burst of fire around the queen. We couldn't... Okay, so it just works, apparently, in our inventory. It just deals damage. Let's bomb in case there are remnants here, and we want to get into this pocket. Heart of a Sandworm Queen, yes. Great, we did eat the heart in the last playthrough, which I don't think we're going to do again. Let's wait. Man, maybe it's our golem healing very slowly. And finally, yes, the last bit of the poem. I think I don't think we want to eat it. Right? Go to everything. Where's the heart? I don't see the heart. Sort by. Okay, staff. Other. Oh, probably down here somewhere. I don't see a heart. I'm confused. Did it not just give me lore on the heart? I don't look at our menu. Lore found, no. Refit, no. Lore found Heart of the Sandworm Queen. Heart of the Sand, it's right there. Found on a dead body, you could consume it, or you could try to corrupt it somewhere. I don't know what that means. So it would be yellow. Oh, it's right here. It's just not highlighted. Oh, because it doesn't go into the transmog chest. Okay. Yeah, so it says we could corrupt it somewhere. We're going to hang on to it. I don't really suspect we'll be playing this character for very long, although this is the 4th episode today where I kind of thought we would be dead by now. So we're just going to hang on to it. When we consumed it previously and unlocked the Wormic like talent tree or something like that, and it was like heals mostly, and we didn't really want to put points into it because we weren't a magic class. But in this particular class, I think, or was it a generic tree? If it's generic, we could put some points into it because we don't have a lot of generic talents. But if it's a class, they're like, we need more class points. We need to be putting more points into our class abilities, so I wouldn't want to eat it if it gave us class-based abilities. We're going to leave it alone. We're going to hang on to it. Maybe we can do something special with it. It hints that you can corrupt it somewhere, so presumably we could use that somewhere in the future to do something special. So we will just hang on to it. Anything we want to keep. Ring of Tenacity. Lots of immunities, 21 life. Is that worth more than 2 willpower and 2 mental save? It would give us, like, with this, it would give us like a flat 50% chance to resist pinning and knockback, and it's more life. But pinning and knockback aren't super relevant because we're not in combat that much. Mostly we get hit with ranged abilities. Willpower +2 is not very much though. And +2 to mental save is also very, very low. I think we will swap. This is one of the few decisions where I'm really like, I don't know if this is the right decision, but I'm going to do it anyway. Anything else that we would want to keep? No, doesn't look like it. My golem can't use amulets, and this wouldn't really benefit him anyway. Healing infusion of the duelist, 52. That's lower than what we have currently, as far as I know. So we'll go ahead and scrap all that. Okay, sandworm lair. Okay, cleared it out. Not the worst experience we've ever had. Let's rest. And, okay, we're level 15, almost to 16. We could go back to the Brannel Deer or whatever and try to clear out that enemy that gave us trouble like 5 levels ago. We could... Why can't I... Oh, there we go. We could head back to the Minotaur lair and see about taking on that Minotaur that was hitting us so hard. But that was hitting us really hard only like a level ago. So I don't think that that's very smart. We could try Dearth, but we were just going to get murdered by lightning storms, would be my guess. I think we just wander around in search of somewhere else to go. Oh, we can't go that way? Okay. Did we search whatever this is? Let's go over here, see what this is. Yes, we did do the Old Forest. Why don't we head south? Can't go down. Oh, we can go down here. Entrance to the Scintillating Caves. Stairway to the Raloren Camp. Min level 1, min level 1. Min level 1. I don't trust you, game. I don't trust your min level recommendations because you're a liar and you get me killed a lot. Scintillating, let's just check it out. We haven't been here before. Stifling a yawn, you feel your time might be better spent elsewhere. Yeah, but I don't trust you, so we're going to very cautiously explore. Seems pretty cool, actually, all the crystals and stuff. I really like that. Some of my favorite areas in games are always these like underground areas. Like I remember being a teenager playing, or not even a teenager. I remember being very young and playing Everquest. And my favorite area in Everquest was, well, one, probably Blackborough, which was like a knoll settlement that was like, dungeony, and it was halfway underground, and there was a waterfall. But other than that, there was this one location that was way above my level, and I remember like dying there multiple times. But it was like a big underground area that was just packed with mushroom people. I think it was on the moon. Like in Everquest, they went to the moon and found cats, and it was a whole weird thing. Luclin was the moon. It had half dark. It's tidally locked, so like half the moon was sunlight all day, and half the moon was dark all day. Which is a real scientific phenomenon called tidal locking. You can, like our moon, for instance, is tidally locked. So basically, the same side of the moon always faces the sun, or I'm sorry, always faces the Earth at all times. And so the moon on Luclin was tidally locked, so it was half dark and half light at all times. They didn't have day-night cycles, which I thought was really cool when I was a kid. But also thought was made up and impossible, but is apparently a real thing that happens. Hooray for science. Anyway, it was just this big cave with like lots of mushrooms and stuff, and it was really neat. And, when you're young, certain things appeal to you. Did you just shoot a laser, a temporal bolt? Origin, the crimson crystal. Oh, it came from you, but it looks like it's going this way. It looks like it's like whoosh, flying out, Hadouken out here. But I guess it's coming towards us and is angled like a horseshoe to wrap around us, which is not great. Why don't we try moving? We can't actually teleport or anything. We can only do this when we're next to impassable terrain, which we're not. We would have to move this way, which there's no guarantee there's anything over here, so we might just get trapped and die. Not sure how failing this actually works, and I don't want to risk the character for it. So in anticipation of taking this bolt, actually, can we examine to see what the damage would be? Talents, looking for a bolt. Temporal bolt. Dealing 38 damage to targets, reducing cooldown of next chronomancy. Gain 5% damage each time it moves, and the damage will scale with your spell power. Each time it moves. So 5% increase, does that mean like 5, 10, 15, 20, like every tile it moves? Or does it mean every turn that it's in the air? Like, because it's only been one turn where it's, whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't seem like it's going to do that much damage, so we'll zap it and see what happens. It seems to be moving away from me. I don't understand. I don't understand this thing. We need to get our golem in there, is what we need to do. So we're going to move out of sight, and we're going to pop our, I don't know, we'll go regen, because it doesn't seem to be dealing that much flat-out damage. Is it just dead? You just killed it. Well, that's not very exciting. Okay. Okay. Lore Found Research Journal, Part 1. I've been given permission to explore the scintillating caves to the east. Normally they are sealed off, but having a father on the council has its uses, even if he is normally a dumb buffoon. It's kind of a... dumb and buffoon tend to mean the same thing. It's kind of like saying you're a dumbass. It just doesn't really work. These caves are the site of where the Spellblaze began. An ancient Shurtal far portal lay buried here, and our ancestors tapped into that power to their destruction. Many of the greatest Shaloran mages stood here, and when the energies beyond comprehension erupted, they were all annihilated instantly. It was a terrible loss to our people, such knowledge and power lost forever. Now the ancient ruins have become overgrown with crystals. Reports say that they grow each year. Could they be alive? I must admit that stepping into the starting place of the Spellblaze fills me with immense trepidation. This was where the great destruction began. They tore through our world, wiping out our cities, tearing the world apart, and yet look at the beauty here. I just remembered that this is an area where we're not actually in a lot of danger. You'll see we were at 95%, we're at 98%, I think is what we were at. And we killed that guy very easily because we're over leveled, and I forgot about that. So we didn't need to be super wary of that named enemy because it was probably a pushover at our current level. So we're going to just quickly make our way through here. I do remember in our last playthrough we got the alchemist recipe that required a crystal, which we did not know where to find it. We should actually go to some of these towns and try to find the alchemist brotherhood people so that we can start working. My game lagged and it scared me. I thought we died. So we can start working on those elixirs so we can start getting some passive benefits. ladder to the next level, ladder to the world map. I did not realize they were right next to each other. Great. So we'll go to the next level. Iron gauntlets, yeah, we can't wear those. None of these are going to be better than what we have. We mostly have yellow and orange things. Mostly we would want to improve. Are we not wearing boots? We're wearing the most basic boots you can find. That's not good. We should really be on the lookout for boots. I did not realize that these were as bad as they are. That's very bad. We don't want that. I also thought we didn't want this. Apparently, at some point we must have swapped to this tool by mistake, because I did not mean to have this on. We had something that gave us a passive bonus, and now we don't. And it makes me furious that it got swapped out somewhere. That really sucks. I don't know why. I don't know when that got swapped out or why I swapped it. So I'm pretty irritated by that, because we lost whatever our tool was. I must have transmogged it or something. So that's unfortunate. Bomb. Yep. More lore. My game is lagging. Why is my game lagging? Maybe it's the crystals. Oh, the crystals. The power of the crystals is disrupting your television. Research Journal Part 2. I've definitely seen crystals move of their own volition here, and some even seem capable of producing magical effects in self-defense. There are no threat to me, however. My arcane powers are far beyond whatever latent magic seems to possess these things. Possession is what it almost seems like. These crystals are not natural. I've broken down and studied some of them, and the very structure of the material seems vastly distinct from any other I have seen. I've even studied Shurtul relics in the academy, and this is most certainly something different. Truly fascinating. It is fascinating. I like crystals. I like underground things, as previously discussed. It's one of those things, like if I had to pick a fantasy race, probably dwarves would be my go-to. Like, I know that a lot of people like elves. I've always hated elves. They are by far my least favorite fantasy race, probably because everyone likes them. And they're basically just pretty human beings. And it really bothers me that they're just, like, okay, they have a culture. Yes, he wrote the elf, Tolkien came up with the language for the elves. That's great. I don't care. Elves are just pretty people that are, I just don't like them. I do not like elves in any capacity. Never found an elf I liked. So if I had to pick one, it would be, again, we're going to talk about, he seems to be immune to cold. Yeah, so that's not working out. Let's do, man, everything we have is cold-based. I don't want to swap to fire just for him. Just let the golem kill him. Oh, you're shooting ice bolts at me. That's extremely rude. And the golem killed him. Great. Did that crystal move? That is moving. What is this? Oh, it's an ice bolt. Oh, you're another one. So let's go to fire and let's bomb him, which, yeah, I figured would kill him in one shot because I'm guessing he was vulnerable to fire. And I'm frozen. Awesome. Let's rest to reheal. Why don't we'll go back to cold element again. We'll rest. Let's grab this ring. Copper ring of fire plus 22%. Okay, the ring we currently have are the disarm immunities and stuff. Let's look at the ring we just picked up. Plus 6 defense, pretty good. 3 defense technically. Plus 3 cunning, plus 22% resistance to fire, and plus 11% fire damage. We really have gone all in on the cold. We should really expand into a different element as well. It would increase fire damage by 11% and increase our fire resistance. I do think I would rather have resistance than this ring. Is this ring better than this ring? 23, 21. Yeah, this ring is better. So we will swap this out. Even though we just put that ring on not that long ago, I think I would rather have a little bit, like, that's pretty hefty fire resistance. To reduce all fire damage by about a quarter is pretty substantial. And it was pretty silly of me, I think. I think I don't prioritize resistances enough. And I think that really was part of what led to the downfall of Trillman, is that he had great physical resistance, but whenever it came to elemental damage, he was pathetic. We leveled up. He was pathetic because he didn't have any real resistances. And that led to his downfall, as far as I'm concerned. Certainly led to many of our deaths, like the storms in Dearth. We died because we had terrible lightning resistance. I think he had like 2% lightning resistance. If we had bumped that even up to 20 or 30%, we might have survived that, encounter, but because we had been neglecting our resistances, he ended up dying. Anyway, I think we're going to call the episode here ish. So yeah, I don't know what to think about. I still don't know this game very well. Just roll with it. Just roll with your decisions, right? And if they don't work out, then at least we can take away a lesson from that and try to learn something so that we are better in our next playthrough. And if things go great, then great. We can feel like a friggin' awesome guy who's doing excellent for his second playthrough. I don't feel that way, but maybe in the future we'll feel that way. So we'll continue exploring the scintillating caves in the next episode. I would really like to see... I don't know. I'm just curious. I like this dungeon. I like underground. I like dungeons, crystals, things like that are very, very cool. So I'm a big fan of this. So we're going to continue exploring in the next episode. A little disappointing we're out of level for it, but that's okay. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I, of course, will be back with more ToME, probably 7 days a week. And I'll see you in the next episode.